UN slams inhuman Brunei law on stoning for adultery, gay sex. The United Nations decried Monday new cruel. Brunei, an absolute monarchy ruled for 51 years by Sultan Hassanal Bolkiah, has said it will implement the new penal code starting Wednesday. Brunei first announced the measures in 2013, but implementation has been delayed, in the face of opposition by rights groups, and as officials worked out the practical details. The new law stipulates the death penalty for a number of offences, including rape, adultery, sodomy, robbery, and insulting or defaming the Prophet Muhammad. It also introduces public flogging as punishment for abortion, as well as amputation for theft, and criminalises exposing Muslim children to the beliefs and practices of any religion besides Islam. Bachelet pointed out that a wide range of UN rights experts had expressed. Her comments came after a long line of politicians and celebrities, including George Clooney and Elton John, condemned the new laws and called for a boycott of hotels owned by the Sultanate. Homosexuality has long been illegal in Brunei, which practices a stricter brand of Islam than neighbors Malaysia and Indonesia, but it will now become a capital offence. The law applies only to Muslims. Last execution in 1957. Bachelet urged Brunei to uphold a long tradition of not applying the death penalty laws that have remained on its books. The country she stressed that international law imposes very stringent restrictions on the use of the death penalty, which can only be applied for the crimes of murder and intentional killing, and only after all due process requirements have been met. The UN High Commissioner for Human Rights also warned that the new laws could encourage violence and discrimination on the basis of gender, sexual orientation, and religious affiliation.
Raindrop, truck top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.